Coach, what was the message between second and third that made you come out so strong?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. We made a little, I think the only conversation was a little adjustment on our breakouts. The more cranky conversation was after the first. Yeah, if that's what you meant. Yeah, just a little adjustment on trying to use the middle a little bit more on our breakouts.
So what was that conversation after the first that was a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, we thought we came out well for the first 5 or 6 minutes, and then we're really flat after that for 20, 25 minutes. It's just out of character for us to have a performance like that. So, I try not to get too frustrated, but at times I have such a high expectation for this group and a high standard for them that sometimes the frustration trickles into my thought process. So I just always find it's better to share it. If you're feeling something and thinking something, it's better to kind of put it out there and let them know how I'm feeling.
For the players, was that the difference for you guys, or what made the difference for you in the third period, I guess?
I mean, we knew we weren't playing up to our standards, and, Troy just relayed that message. We knew it. And in the second period, we still weren't playing the way we wanted to, and then when the third period came, it was kind of like it's now or never, and we just tried to bear down. We used the little adjustment Troy gave us in the second intermission, and, luckily it worked, or thankfully it worked, not luckily.
Daryl, that is not the first behind the net goal you've scored on Aaron Frankel. Take us through that one.
Yeah, I mean, I was behind the goal line, and I just saw the opportunity to bank it, and I'll just leave it at that.
It's a nice one.
It was.
Coach, you've been struggling a little bit to score at 5-on-5 recently, and you got 3 in this game. Have you been doing things in practice to try to get back on track, or did you just feel like it was a matter of time?
I think you're constantly trying to find different ways to score 5-on-5. I don't get too caught up in it unless we're just not scoring. Any good teams just, I find if the power play's going, sometimes that can carry you through some little bumps, and we've just found ways to score goals when we need goals. I don't know the exact number, but I think that might be, 14 or 15 games that we've got points in. So when you reflect back on our start, I don't necessarily care how many we're getting as long as we're getting, 1 or 2 more than the opposition. And I think we got a lot of players that can score goals, and the way we play is not necessarily high-end flashy all the time, so we understand that some of our goals are going to be grinded out type of goals, but we want to try to build an offense that is sustainable and in tough kind of a playoff kind of atmosphere, and I think these players are doing a great job of that right now.
This is kind of a homecoming for you two, coming back to Boston. What was it like winning here?
It was great. I actually have never played at this arena before, but just to be back in the city of Boston, it just kind of brought me back to my college days and kind of how far we've come in women's hockey, I think. It really made me reflect, and just so grateful for the league that we have now and how much it's grown since then. So it's been a really full circle moment. It's nice to have the win here for sure.
Kind of going off that, how does it feel to finally get your first of the season in a homecoming game like this?
Yeah, it felt really good. I feel like, it's been a lot of hard work, but honestly, as long as the team's winning, I'm happy. And I think, I have been wanting to contribute on the scoreboard as well. And so to be able to do that tonight felt really good for me, honestly. And I'm just glad I was able to help the team win today.
Can you walk us through what you saw in the goal, how you ended up in that position, and to find back the net there?
Oh gosh, honestly, it just kind of came from great forechecking. I think we had like 2 shifts prior to our shift that were just relentless, and we were just wearing them down. And I think we had them hemmed in for 2 line changes, honestly. And I think our line, we thrive on that on the forecheck, and so we kept that going, kept cycling, kept making them move. And Shelley had a great shot to the net, and I was just focused on just getting to the net front and screening Aaron Frankel, because that's how you have to score on her. And thankfully I got a stick on it, to be honest. I